He has had over 30 surgeries. The Show Me the Money podcast, Bisping says lately he's been struggling with his neck and is in pain 24/7.
Dude, I'm on about loads of surgeries these days. I'm just recovering. I got a disc replacement in my neck 6 weeks ago. Didn't work.
Team deathmatch. Engage and destroy the enemy. We have taken the lead.
X-ray down. What are you aiming at me for? Now, look around. Throwing Semtex! Throwing flash!
I'm gonna about 4 surgery that I need to I had an amazing career. I opened up a lot of doors.
Semtex out!
Yeah, I ain't paid 24/7. Basically, 5%. Change of God.
Taking effective fire!
You know,
Enemy UAV active.
basically that's what training came in Friday. Yeah,
Drop this!
Looks like the first Sean Valley match
Oh,
may
it's
actually be
Semtex!
happening next. Yesterday it was announced that he wanted to bet on
Watch it! Hostile care package. Hostile UAV in the area.
in case you missed out.
Rob, for Sugar 2. What's happening? I'm better. Anything else? This year, Rob said he doesn't want to fight this year. I'm here for it.
I'm hit!
That's what I got.
We've secured the lead.
Put out there.
The enemy is gaining ground.
Okay, wait. That is even if kill the beat him.
Oh, wait,
Thinking him the first time would have been just sweet.
Fuck, I got good. Holy shit, he got it.
Got one.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Flash incoming!
Alright, I'm bringing out the big guns.
Running low on ammo!
What the hell? I got him twice.
Enemy UAV active.
What's going on with these rockets? Damn, I didn't see it.
Hostile cruise missile incoming. Hostile UAV in the area.
I said, yeah, but that's not the possible.
Getting hit hard.
Throwing Semtex!
Wow. We got that guy.
Semtex out! Now, took a round!
Damn, we got our ass kicked.
Mission failed. Return to base.
Really, he's out there and he starts taking down, tries to take down.
after watching this fight, well, I'm going to give you an official prediction a little bit later on, but Illy's going to have a tough time with Max Holloway, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people think he's going to run through Max, and the only thing that makes me a little nervous is Max is cutting a 145. 145, and Illy is a hard hitter, but Max is an absolute master at his range, fighting it at this. It's like that. So, I'm excited for it. I'm real excited for it. I can't wait.
To the ground in the first 10 seconds of the fight with Max Holloway. DC thinks that this is all totally like
Now, Rick challenged him in the first 10 seconds of the fight. Point to the ground, and we'll see what he's going to do. He goes on the stage. He'll be in the middle of the octagon trying to give the fans the best start to a UFC fight in history. When you hear this as a fight fan, it gets you all jittery, and you go, okay, these dudes about to get down, these dudes about to get down. But that's just called that ploy. Alien to ploy. It's a ploy. This is a ploy. And when you dig a little deeper into it, he's flat out challenging Max Holloway, in a way that you and I know, as friends of Max, as fans of Max, that he probably cannot resist the urge to go out there and just go, I'm going to smash this dude. But at the end of the day, it's a ploy by Ilya Topuria. Because isn't Max the guy that's supposed to fight in this fight smart and maintain range? Because it seems pretty common knowledge that if Max Holloway stands in front of Ilya Topuria, he puts himself in danger. But Ilya says, I want you to do with me what you did to Justin Gaethje. He's challenging him in a way that Max Holloway may not. At least Ilya's open Max Holloway isn't able to resist the urge.
Got another. Owing Semtex!
We lost the lead.
Owing flash! Taking a hectic fire!
In the first 10 seconds.
Semtex out! Got the sniper! Flash out! Get one! Throwing Semtex! Sniper eliminated! Semtex out! Throwing Semtex! Semtex out! Fire! Feind ist tot! Enemy in the air! Semtex out! Flash out! Throwing Semtex! Unleash!
Confirm that.
Semtex out! Throwing Semtex! Got neutralized. Semtex out! He tagged me! Throwing Semtex! Got them back.
Cruise missile deployed. Friendly UAV online. Hostile Mosquito is online.
Incoming! X-ray
Tag
down.
secure. Kill confirmed.
So yeah, what's the interview and everything?
Semtex out! You celebrated too soon. Revenge is mine.
Confirmed. UAV active. We've lost half the field. Fight back.
Throwing Semtex! Get out too soon! Take your guts off the floor!
Landing drone active. Hostile UAV in the area.
They canceled shows.
Throwing! Semtex out!
They're also they're canceling shows. They filmed at 9. Canceled.
Throwing Semtex!
They're like, just not this guy.
Enemy hurricane lead. Clock ticking.
Semtex out! Throwing Semtex! Semtex out!
After some internal discussions with leadership, it was decided
Friendly remote turret deployed. Hostile deployed.
Throwing Semtex!
Hostile remote turret. Hostile field connection.
Out! Taking effective fire!
UAV on station.
Again, they canceled it 3 hours after the interview came out. So before the liberal media has spun it in liberals' favor. So they waited 2 days. They get the hero. The liberals are gonna sit and be like, I laughed in his face. Like, you guys stay in now, fuck them. Fuck them forever. You know, that's great.
gotta go to Queens, man. It's no good. I think it's nice that heater is standard.
There is one St. George Theater.
There you go. So you can get some with fireman codes.
Yeah, it's taste that and others on the
Just something to that, just because I know I pitched what the photos about. And we're like, just discuss them, get them all the same team. We're like so much about what it's about. You know, that people that know. And so I'm like, it's not like they don't think that this particular order is important for them. It's felt personal. Yeah.
Because they never specified them. And again, I can't say for sure that this is what it is. But before it came out, it was fine. Maybe after it came out, they familiarized themselves with me and then saw other things that they didn't like. That's also possible.
Mm-hmm.
But
Haircut.
yeah. It might have been.
I'm thinking that.
It's nice to do that. It's English. That's fine. English is full.
Yeah.
So, no.
Yeah, listen, for what was November? We're supposed to record it in a month. This is yeah. You have any something that you would say about the movie?
Maybe we're looking on some of the tricky thing, and like, that's why this is, maybe this is doing inside baseball, like, those venues, yeah. So now you're dealing with, like, limited avails, but, like, so we might have to do it, you know, during a weekday. Might be a little bit more inconvenient. Hopefully, everybody still puts out. Not everybody
also like everybody sees very quickly because usually these are all so yeah. Also because Andrew likes to change the seating plan and everybody he does. Yeah, what else do they understand? In this city that just make everything introduce events. Theater in New York City, the theater, yeah, and you would like to open your doors to us.
You know, what is it? I thought it was up for grabs. It's really pushing in that direction.
We have to stop this. That's right. You have an invitation at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Give us it there. Hasn't there been enough shootings?
Long Island, I think is your move. That's the move. Long Island. Yes, they're gonna have plenty of love for you.
Yeah, why don't we just get Kamala on and then we'll have you back.
We'd love to have Kamala.
There you go. You have her.
Reached out to our team and they are not really enthusiastic. Yeah.
Take a listen to the show.
I was going to take
Let me say that Ed represents the kind of archaeologist extremely knowledgeable, minded, and respectful in disagreement. To many podcasts in history, including ancient history, distant past, exposed mysteries, and I find it truly exciting to explore those mysteries to people the inside and the outside of the mystery. This is a Livestream podcast. Check for sponsors in the description. And now, dear friends, this is the big foundational idea that you have about human history, that there was an advanced Ice Age civilization that came before, and perhaps seeded what people now call the six cradles of civilization: Mesopotamia, Egypt, Hades, and Mesoamerica. So let's talk about this idea that you have, and you at the highest possible level describe it. It would be better to describe it as a foundational sense of puzzlement and incompleteness in the story that we are taught about our past, which envisages more or less, there have been a few ups and downs, but more or less straightforward evolutionary progress. We start out as richer phase hundreds of thousands of years. I mean, this is where it's also important to mention that anatomically modern humans are not the only humans. We had Neanderthals from, 400,000 years ago to about 40,000 years ago. They were certainly human because anatomically modern humans interbred with them, and we carry Neanderthal genes. There were the Denisovans, maybe 300,000 to perhaps even as recently as 30,000 years ago. And again, interbreeding took place. They're obviously a human species. So, we've got this background of humans who didn't look quite like us. And then we have anatomically modern humans. I think the earliest anatomically modern human skeletal remains are from Jebel Hood in Morocco, and date to about 310,000 years ago. So the question is, what were our ancestors doing after that? And I think we can include the Neanderthals and the Denisovans in that general picture. And why did it take so long? This is one of the puzzles or the questions that bother me. Why did it take so long? We have creatures who are physically identical to us. We cannot actually weigh and measure their brains, but from the work that's been done on the crania, it looks like they have the same rates that we do with the same wiring. So if we've been around for 300,000 plus years at least, and if ultimately in our future was the process to create civilization or civilizations, why didn't it happen sooner? Why did it take so long? Why was it such a long time? Even the story of anatomically modern humans has kept on changing. I remember a time when it was said that there hadn't been anatomically modern humans before 50,000 years ago.
and then it became 196,000 years ago with the findings in Ethiopia, and then 310,000 years ago. There's a lot of missing pieces in the puzzle there. But the big question for me in that timeline is, why didn't we do it sooner? Why did it take so long? Why did we wait until after 12,000 years ago, really after 10,000 years ago, to start seeing the beginnings? We were selected as the beginnings of civilization in places like Turkey, for example. And then with a slow process of adopting agriculture, and by 6,000 years ago, we see ancient Sumer emerging as a civilization. And we're then in the pre-dynastic period in ancient Egypt as well, 6,000 years ago, beginning to see definite signs of what will become the dynastic civilization of Egypt about 5,000 years ago. And interestingly, around about the same time, you have the Indus Valley civilization popping up. And by the way, the Indus Valley civilization was a lost civilization until the 1920s, when railway workers accidentally stumbled across some ruins. I've been to Legendary. These are extraordinarily beautifully centrally planned cities. Clearly they're the work of an already sophisticated civilization. One of the things that strikes me about the Indus Valley civilization is that we find a steatite seal of an individual seated in a recognizable yoga posture. And that seal is 5,000 years old. And the yoga posture is Uddiyana, which involves a real contortion of the ankles and twisting the feet back. It's an advanced yoga posture. So there it is 5,000 years ago. And then raises the question, well, how long did yoga take to get to that place when it was already so advanced? 5,000 years ago, what's the background to this? China, the Yellow River civilization. Again, it's around about the same period, 5,000 to 6,000 years ago, you get these first signs of something happening. So it's very odd that all around the world we have this sudden upsurge of civilization about 6,000 years ago, preceded by what seems like a natural evolutionary process that would lead to a civilization. And yet, certain ideas being carried down and manifested and expressed in many of these different civilizations. I just find that whole idea very puzzling and very disturbing, especially when I look at this radical break that takes place in not just the human story, but the story of all life on Earth, which was the last great cataclysm that the Earth went through, which was the MW3 event. It was an extinction-level event. That's when all the great megafauna of the Ice Age went extinct. It's after that, it's after that event that we start seeing this, what I take it to be the beginnings of the first gradual steps towards civilization. Out of the Upper Paleolithic, as it's defined, the end of the Old Stone Age, and into the Neolithic. And that's when the wheels are supposedly set in motion to start civilization forming. But what happened before? Why did that then? I can't help but feeling I felt this very gradually. There are major missing pieces in our story. It's said that I'm claiming to have. There was an advanced lost civilization in the Ice Age, and I am not claiming to have proved that. That is a hypothesis that I am putting forward to answer some of the questions that I have about prehistory, and I think it's worthwhile to inquire into those possibilities, because the Younger Dryas event was a massive global cataclysm, whatever caused it, and it's strange that just after it we start seeing these first signs.
So the current understanding in mainstream archaeology is that after the Younger Dryas is
Hey. What's going on, girl? Yep. Yes.
hard point. Secure the target area.
Stun grenade out.
Target area located. Secure the hard point.
Fire!
I'm hit! Target down.
Swapping mag.
We have taken the lead.
Hostile.
We've got stun grenade! Throwing Semtex! Flash out!
Taking ground.
Me. Reloading! Semtex out!
Determine next hard point. Stand by.
Flash!
Target area updated.
Throwing
Move to the hard
Semtex!
point. Area. Friendly
Loading fresh back!
Friendly mosquito deployed.
Flash out! Took a round!
I run.
Semtex out!
Hard point relocated. Stand by. Hard point compromised. Secure the area. Hard point relocated. Secure the target area.
Throwing Semtex! Switching mags!
Friendly mosquito active.
Taking effective fire!
Confirming next hard point. Stand by.
Semtex out! Throwing Semtex!
Target area updated. Move to the hard point.
Throwing flash! Reloading!
Missile standing by.
Of interest is a line which suggests that the inclusion D aligns to
Semtex
Hard
out!
point relocated.
series of some series appear to be mapped by the other inclusions. which are
The mine! Take the mine! Flash
slightly
out!
different.
Throwing Semtex! I'm hit!
Hard point relocated. Secure the target area.
Semtex out!
Complete agriculture was being introduced. So what's taking place there? They asked how
Taking effective
the
fire!
answer to that is that there was a survey that was conducted in the 1960s by some American anthropologists, and they were absolutely looking for Stone Age material.
Mission time is half over. Maintain the lead.
Many flints, many of the That's a nice thing. Just sticking out of the side of the head. It's a very fine, it's very large and very finely cut stone. Looking at that,
Hostility in the area.
those archaeologists,
Affirming next hard point. Stand by.
they thought they were looking at until the joke.
Target area updated.
Particularly
Move to the hard point.
that fighter was genius. Inside into this. Started to think. They realized what they found. They found potentially the odds of established. That's where transit Western Asia begins.
Friendly
It
UAV
begins
inbound. Enemies inside the perimeter.
actually disseminates. Yeah, that's
Self-deploy the mosquito.
there was no
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
I use that word.
Hardpoint relocated. Stand by.
Throwing flash! Mining gas! Oh, Scheiße! What are you aiming at me for?
Secure the target area.
It's a time capsule. Protected by
Enemies inside the perimeter.
10,000 for
Tracking elephant.
8,000 so years it was there. It continued to be while it was being migrated to the site. You see agriculture.
Semtex out!
They used to make it it's there.
Remote turret destroyed.
Which is
Throwing Semtex! Semtex out!
One minute remaining. Target area updated. Move to the front the UAV.
I'll just
Flash out!
credit from the indigenous people had this idea. It's the idea of agriculture was introduced to Western Europe.
Semtex out! New man!
Western Europeans
30 seconds remain.
they introduced big farms. That should be some
Throwing Semtex!
Friendly mortar deployed. Hardpoint relocated.
They tagged me!
Friendly on the way. Hardpoint relocated.
Ha! You missed me!
Hostile mosquito is online.
And we should also mention
Semtex out!
as I understand there's some limits there.
Hostile mortar strike near your position. You're halfway to mission complete.
Feind ist tot!
Secure the area. Mission complete. Good work.
There were these very ancestral to anatomically modern humans, including definitely Homo erectus and the astonishingly distant travels that they undertook. Yes, I think there is an urge to explore in all of humanity. I think there is an urge to find out what's around the next corner, what's over the brow of the next hill. I think that goes very deep into human character, and I think it was being manifested in those early adventures of people who left Africa and traveled all around the world, and then settling in different parts of the world. I think a lot of anatomically modern human evolution took place.
Maybe. Did you see the 30 bucks? Okay, this has to just fix this thing right now.
I believe high five.
We may be compromised. All channels get switched on. Command company. Copy that. Send report. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Right. Got it? Team, deathmatch. The enemy comes to us. Eliminate them.
They tagged me! Loading! Don't shoot at friendlies!
Hostile Mosquito is online. Hostiles deploy the Mosquito.
Wrong target! Check your fire! Enemy KIA! Taking effective fire!
Hostile SAE near your position.
Yes, sir.
Hostile Mosquito is online.
Everyone does even tell.
Enemy
Session. Explain what the session is in a moment. Generally, it's held, particularly